Welcome back to my channel, yogis. My name is Tyler, and today we're going to be working through a 20-minute slow flow for your neck and for your shoulders. Now, this is great for anyone who is currently struggling with any neck issues, back issues. Do you drive a lot? Maybe work from home? This is going to sort you right out. But the first thing I just want to say is that your neck is incredibly sensitive. So if you have any neck issues, please just be super careful whilst going through this flow. Otherwise, we're going to begin. So you want to come to a cross-legged seated position, something that's really comfy. You can use a block if you would like to, but you don't have to. And all we're going to do is just start to close down our eyes and take just a few small shoulder rolls. Now, these don't need to be huge. They can just be nice and small. And then we'll start to just move from shoulder to shoulder. Now, this is super delicate. We don't have to take this really hard. It's just small circles. Then reverse it the other way. It might look a little bit weird. Close your eyes if you don't want to look at yourself doing this. And then reaching your arms up to the sky. Take a really deep breath in and release as you bring your hands to the heart center. Placing the hands on top of the knees, let's tuck the chin slightly towards the chest. And then we're just going to rock it from side to side, nice and slow. Starting to feel into the upper part of the neck, the back. You might even notice if you have any tightness in there. And then start to turn it all the way around. So take a really big circle with that neck. Circling it around the body. Try the opposite way. Then bring it all the way back, really nice. Let's bring it over towards the left and just hold it there, placing your left hand on top of the head. This is only slight pressure here. And then start to drop your head towards your left knee. Let your gaze fall to the ground. Turn your head back to face the front and then lift it back up. Other side, moving it down to the right side. Right hand places on top. Once it's there, start to tilt the head towards the knee. You'll start to feel it all the way down the side of the neck here, even onto the shoulder maybe. Turn the head, bring it back to center. Arms reach on up as we breathe in. As we exhale, left hand on top of the right knee, right arm behind. Find a twist. Stay onto your fingertips with your right hand here. We're just gently twisting the upper body, gazing over that right shoulder. Take a deep belly breath in. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Come all the way back to center. Arms reach on up. Right hand to left knee, left arm behind. Find a twist as you exhale. You might even heard my chest pop a little bit then. Take that deep belly breath in, and as you exhale, twist in a little bit deeper. Come all the way back to center. Arms reach up to the sky. Dropping your right arm down to the ground, left arm lifts overhead. We're just going to move from side to side here. So we're waking up the upper body. We're just creating a little bit of movement, a little bit of space here. And it's really nice to create that, especially since we are stood up all day, every day. Let's start to wave it through the middle now. Now with this, I encourage you just to play with the breath, play with the movement. It might feel a bit weird, but no one's watching you. You're at home. You're absolutely okay. Let's come all the way back to center. Plant the hands forward, rock on over into our tabletop position. Placing the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Let's drop the belly as we breathe in. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, gaze to the belly as we exhale. Let's ride out a few more of those. So breathing in. Exhaling as we release. Moving your own breath in your own time now. Just circulating in and out through the body, making sure that you're utilizing every movement as you breathe in and as you exhale. Let's meet back in a tabletop position. Now you're going to scoop your belly in, dome your upper back into an angry cat back. Start to push your hips back towards your heels. Gaze to your fingers. Let's snake on through into your inhale. So you can call this an angry cat back or a cow position. And as you exhale, you dome it back and push all the way back into our child's pose. We'll just take a few of those. So snaking through as we inhale and we dome as we exhale. Taking our last one like this. Exhale. This time we look towards the hands and we snake on all the way through into our belly. Let's come on up into a baby cobra. So roll the shoulders down the back. Squeeze the pelvis to the ground. Exhale as we lower. Bring the hands wider than the mat and come onto the teepees. As we breathe in, we ripple on all the way up through the spine as long as you can go. Exhale, come all the way down. Extending that right arm out to the side now. Bend in the left foot, flex the left toes. Let's cross it all the way behind us as we exhale. Whew, that feels nice. You can even extend that left arm to the sky and drop it behind you if you would like to deepen this twist. Grounding into the right shoulder. Let's take one more breath. Come all the way back to center. Take an inhale, come back onto those teepees, rolling up through the spine. Exhale, lower down. Left arm extends, right hand under the shoulder. Let's twist on over as we flex that foot, bend the knee and cross it behind our body. Option to lift the right hand and place it behind the back. You did it on the other side as well. And keep your awareness here on your grounding of your left hand. I know it's so easy just to kind of let it flop, but we really want to press down through the fingertips here. Coming all the way back to center. This time planting the hands under the shoulders. Let's push on all the way back into our downward facing dog. Now treading through the toes here, just creating a little bit of movement. We're not going to be staying still for very long. We're going to encourage movement here because the spine loves movement. It loves to find a little bit of space so the vertebrae can move and groove wherever they are. Let's bring our heels down to the ground. As we inhale, lift them up to the sky. Let's ripple on all the way forward into a plank. Bend the knees, push on all the way back. Two more like this. Inhale, roll through. Exhale, push back. Last one, rolling on through. Exhale, back. This time, let's roll all the way through. Bend the knees, drop them down, push into a child's pose. Snake on through into your baby cobra as you inhale. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Right leg lifts to the sky on the in-breath. So you're flexing the toes, you're straightening out the leg, your hips are parallel to the earth. As you breathe it in, bring it all the way through nose to knee. Exhale, push it back to the sky. Stepping it all the way through to the top of the mat now. Drop your back knee down, arms reach on up, low lunge. You're doing great, yogis. Bringing your hands through to the heart center. Let's cross the left elbow over the right thigh bone. Once we get there, we push into that thigh bone. So we're activating through the arms here. It's a little bit difficult because I'm on the other side of the camera, but I'll show you on the next side. Opening your chest out towards the right. Take a deep belly breath in. Exhale. Enjoy that twist. Let's bring it all the way back to center. Lifting the arms up to the sky now. Interlace the hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders back. Lift your chest up to the sky. Open it out and hold it here for 5, 4, 3, for 2, Exhale. Hands come out in front of you. Then release them on either shoulder, like giving yourself a really big hug. Tucking your chin towards your chest. We're just doing the opposite. Arms reaching up on the in-breath. Exhale. Plant the hands, step back all the way into our downwards facing dog. Let's take that ripple forward action all the way into our plank. Drop down to our knees, find our child's pose. Snake on through into your baby cobra. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Moving towards our left side now. Left leg lifts to the sky, parallel the hips. Flexing the left foot towards the earth. Squeeze that belly in. Nose to knee as you breathe in. Exhale, push it back. Step it all the way through to the top of the mat. Drop that back knee down. Arms reach on up. Low lunge. Stay nice and grounded here. Lifting up through the crown of the head and energy through those fingertips. Bringing your hands through heart center. Find prayer, Anjali Mudra. Got a hair on me. So as you exhale, cross that right elbow over the left thigh bone and start to activate through the pressure of those hands to open up the chest to the left. Now this is what I mean if you're a little bit confused before. We tend to kind of slump in here. So what we want to do is activate through the elbows. So we're actively pushing out our shoulders. Take one more breath. Bringing the hands back through to heart center. Reach them all the way up to the sky. As you exhale, interlace the palms behind the back. Roll the shoulders back and lift the chest up to the sky. Opening your heart up for 5, 4, 3, for 2. Exhale, reach those arms forward. Cross it the opposite direction. Grab hold of the elbows. Tuck in the chin and give yourself a big hug. Exhale, release those arms all the way down to the ground. Tuck your toes under, step back into your downward facing dog. Let's roll forward into a plank. Option to chaturanga here, or take the same variation as we drop back into our heels. Snaking through either into a baby cobra, upward facing dog. Taking your downward facing dog. Dropping your head, allowing yourself just to take a few deep breaths here. And if you would like to tread through the feet, if you find some beauty in this movement here, maybe exploring, being creative, tapping into your intuitive body, you can do that as well. And really mindful of your neck here. So just checking in with your head. Are you kind of forcing your head to look at the ground? Or are you just letting it go? Naturally, just give it a sway from side to side, just to check in with it. And let's start to look towards our hands now, walking our feet all the way to the top of the mat. Bend through the knees. As we take an inhale, find your flat back. Exhale as we fold. Bend the knees, heel toe the feet together. Sit down into your chair, Utkatasana. Interlace the fingers behind the back, roll the shoulders back. Let's just lift up the chest so the legs don't move. Exhale as we fold. One more like that. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, we fold forward. This time we straighten out the leg. We drop the head and we push those arms as far as they can go. Now if this is too intense on your legs, give yourself a bend. There's nothing wrong with bending in your knees if your hamstrings are super tight. Mine are super tight because it's cold where I am right now. So we're moving, we're breathing. We're allowing this breath to move the blood around our body. Gently bend through the knees, release the hands. Let's start to roll on all the way up through the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Head comes up last. Sweeping the arms up to the sky, grabbing hold of the right wrist now. You're going to reach the right wrist all the way over towards the left. So if I'm looking at you, you're pulling it all the way over. Grounding down through your right foot here. You want to stay nice and strong. Gazing up to the sky. Pull your belly in. Exhale, come back to the center. Grabbing hold of the opposite wrist now. Lift on up as you breathe in. As you exhale, pull it all the way over towards the right. So we're going to the opposite direction. Now, for those of you who are a bit worried about your spine, just make sure you're tucking your pelvis in. I know it's so easy to have a tendency to just let it flop here and come into a little bit of a curve, but I want you to really activate through the belly. Come all the way back through center. Hands come behind the back. Place them on the lower back. Start to open out your chest towards the sky. Take a really deep belly breath in as you push your hips forward. Exhale, fold on forward. Find your flat back on your inhale. Plant your hands, step back into your plank, dropping down to your knees. Sliding through into your upward facing dog this time. Let's meet in a child's pose, bending the knees out wide, bringing your heels towards your hips. Really nice work, yogis. Let's start to walk the hands all the way back towards the body. Coming on up. We'll make our way into a comfortable seated position. You can either lie down or you can come back and cross your feet at the top of your mat. Just bringing your hands on either knees and opening them. Let's find a chin mudra. So placing your first finger on top of your thumb and then opening them up to the sky. Let's just take a few breaths here. Now our final Shavasana is very short. But if you would like to stay longer, please feel free. Let's take a really deep breath here. And let it go. Bringing your hands into the heart center, keeping your eyes closed if they aren't already. Namaste, yogis. Well done. Well done for everyone who took part in today's practice. For those of you who stretched out of your shoulders and your neck, hopefully your upper back is feeling super opened up now after that slow flow. And please feel free to add this on to one of my other flows if you're feeling like you have a little bit more energy or you just want to enjoy some more yoga with me. Otherwise, I hope you liked the video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you did. Share with your friends and I'll see you in the next one.